knowing that there's somebody that's gonna provide you with that help and knowing that you have a safe place to go, I think it's just the most reassuring thing you can have. So there was one point in my life a couple of years ago that I started struggling with body dysmorphia and eating disorders.
A new surge in eating disorders.
Nearly 10% of Americans will develop anorexia or bulimia.
It was just a mental battle. It's nothing where I can blame anyone or anything. Thankfully, I was lucky to have people that cared about me. But at the same time, it's not something that's easy to just say. You're often afraid that they're not going to understand and that it might just make it worse. When I was in the program, I felt like I was able to open up about it because I wasn't judged. I wasn't seen as less because of what I struggle with. They would just listen and help and support, and it wasn't them trying to be like, oh, like you just have to be better. It was them genuinely being understanding of what I was going through and then telling me that I was gonna be okay. And that reassurance constantly would just help me overall. That small word would help my entire week, my entire month, and it was just good to me. It was mainly important because I would also hear their struggles. It's like when they tell you sometimes you learn from other people's mistakes. That's kind of how I felt. I'm learning from their struggles and from what they're learning. It was just something where we would support each other, learn from each other, help each other get better. I was leaving everything I knew about behind. I was already 12, and to me at that moment, it was a life-changing thing. I had visited a couple times to this country, but at the same time, I had never pictured myself living here. So at the time, it was like, my life is over. It was mainly a battle because of the fact that I started from zero. But of course, I was young. Nowadays, I see it as my life wasn't over. My life was really just starting, and I've gotten several opportunities. One of them being able to work for Women of Tomorrow. Like, it's something that at 12 years old, I would have never imagined that I would be working for women to help them to overcome their problems and battles. But nowadays, it's something that I would never change in my life. I think it's one of the things I'm most grateful for. I can't even explain the feeling for me to know that there's women out there who are struggling and are getting the help they need, and I'm doing something about it.
Women helping women, that's the mission of Women of Tomorrow.
It's just amazing to know I'm helping someone. Honestly, I'm still young. I'm still very young, but if there's something I always repeat to myself is that everything happens for a reason. There's a plan for you, and there's no reason why you should give up, because no matter what, your plan is gonna work out, but you gotta trust it. And that's just what I'd like to live by.